Good morning, everybody. My name is Giovanni Marcos, and I'm here to talk to you about initiatives and how tired I am of them. Actually, initiatives are necessary in a growing company when technology and healthcare is constantly changing. We also have to be ready for change. The question is, how do we limit these initiatives? Right now, we're averaging about 3 to 4 initiatives per month, and then we have this lag time when nothing's going on. We're going, by through our daily routine, taking care of patients like we should be, and all of a sudden we get bombarded. We get bombarded with 3 or 4 initiatives, and most aggravating than everything else is that we get bombarded during a holiday season. The last thing I want to do is think about some kind of training that I have to get done before the end of the month while I'm eating my turkey dinner. And let's not forget about our teammates. They also have families. Do you think they want to be thinking about their trainings or initiatives, that they have to get done before the end of the year or before the end of the month during their holiday season? No. Okay, so, I hear all you guys, everybody in this room, including myself, has complained about it or, spoken about this in our meetings, in the lunchroom, in the conference room, complaining about it, but nothing has gotten done. For the past 3 years, I've seen it just get worse and worse, and nothing has gotten done. So let's make that the model of this presentation. Let's stop saying and start doing. A couple of years ago, I want to say around January, I noticed this leak, up in my roof. I went up the attic, I located the leak, and I placed a small container to catch the drops of water. I said to myself, no, in 2 or 3 days, I'll just call a roofer to get the problem fixed, and that's it, problem solved. Well, needless to say, I didn't call a roofer. 7 months later, when the Miami rainy season came around, the problem definitely got worse. That small container turned into a huge container, and I ended up going up and down that attic every day to empty out that container. Okay, I was at work worrying all the time that the water will overflow because I didn't have anybody to change the water. But in fact, the water did overflow. My roof got stained. I ended up spending much more money than I should have. And needless to say, just the worrying about it, it was taxing. You know. So why am I telling you guys this story? Because we're going through the same thing right now. You know, we saw a problem. We are talking about it for 2 or 3 years. We procrastinated like I did, and the problem is getting worse and worse and worse. Okay, so let's put our heads together. Let's think of suggestions, ways to solve this problem. I just can't show up to upper management and say, hey, I'm tired of initiatives. They're going to laugh in my face. I got to come up with a good suggestion. We have to come up with a good suggestion that I can bring to them that they can maybe consider. A logical suggestion. Something to solve this problem. So I have a suggestion. What about if we limit our initiatives to 2 initiatives per month? Let's say in January we do initiative A and B, and in February we do C and D. We all meet, let's say, early December and go over all the initiatives for the following year. That way we can plan our days accordingly, or our trainings accordingly, excuse me. And I know there's going to be those days that we have an emergency training or initiative that pops up due to an inspection or as a result of a litigation or something. But at least if we space our initiatives throughout the year, we have created capacity in order to do these initiatives or these emergency trainings. So what do you guys think about that? Is that something does that sound good to you? Is it something you think upper management would take into consideration? Well, I think it's a good idea, and I'm glad you guys also think the same. So let's stick to our model. Let's stop saying and let's start doing, and let's take the suggestion up to upper management. What do you guys think? So I thank you guys for listening to me and listening to what I have to say. I'm glad you guys are kind of on the same page as I am. And do you guys have any other suggestions or any other questions? No? Well, thank you very much.